Hey everyone, it's Ashley Law, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 anime. Just a disclaimer, there are going to be spoilers, so if I mention an anime and you're like, whoa, I'm watching this right now, please, just click off. So ever since I was a young girl, probably like 8 years old, I have been into anime. My first anime ever was Yu-Gi-Oh, but the first ever anime that I actually sat down and watched and kept up with was Naruto. So I've seen a long list of anime. I'm talking about filth. I'm talking about anime that you feel like I have never seen. I have watched so much anime in my life, and there's just been things I've been obsessed with, the genres that I don't really like. Sometimes I feel like in the anime world, there's like a cash grab. Demon Slayer, things that are like not really designed for the sake of plot, but more so because they know it's going to do well commercially. So there is actually an order for this. I know in my top 5 video games I said it was like in any order because I love all of them equally, but I am doing it in descending order. So we're going to start off with number 5. You know when people have like recency bias because they just watched it, they enjoy it more so. There's a lot of anime I feel like I do that with, but the more older I get, the more I really start to appreciate like the very freaky psychological anime. So starting with number 5, my 5th favorite anime is Gaunt. Okay, Gaunt is freaking crazy. Gaunt is about having a second chance at life by slaughtering these aliens that are trying to take over the planet for the military. And if you're successful in doing it and you get 100 points, then you get another chance at life. And if you're not successful, then you die all over again. You know, one thing I noticed in the anime is that no one really accepted their fate when it came to fighting in the Gaunt's universe. Like, all of them did try to fight it out, even though pretty much 90% of the characters had died. And the one thing I like about Gaunt is even though I haven't read the manga, I have spoiled a lot of it for myself because I wanted to be interested in reading the manga. It borderlines like hentai. I kind of like the adult elements. I don't know, I really like Gaunt. It's really freaky. I love freaky anime, weird stuff, just kind of like playing with your mind. And Gaunt is really that flame for real. Like, you watch it and you're like, yo, I love anime that makes you shocked and like, holy crap. And another thing about Gaunt that I really like is I think it paved the way for a lot of other anime to kind of take from their nachos. I feel like other anime like Batum, and I cannot remember what this anime was called, but there was another like game show type of anime. A lot of the game show animes kind of derive from Gaunt, but they're just more like kind of hippie yippee ki-yay. They're not as dark as Gaunt, and that's what I like about Gaunt because, you know, most anime from the 90s or like early 2000s, they know how to be dark. My 4th favorite anime is Berserk. Okay, now if you've seen Berserk and Gaunt are kind of in the same family when it comes to dark themes and crazy aspects, but the thing about Berserk is more so about betrayal. It's about the ultimate betrayal, and it's about this guy who keeps, you know, it's sort of similar to God of War, Kratos, right? He's kind of like given this hand in life where everything bad keeps happening to him. Like, he's cursed, but he still tries to find a way to find the light. And that's what I really like about Berserk, because he's constantly seeking for a redemption story, despite the fact that so many bad things are happening to him. But there's like a Berserk curse. Like, Berserk is cursed. That's what also makes the anime genuinely freaky and why it's in my top 4. First and foremost, every single time an animation company tries to take this anime, they always butcher it. I mean, Berserk has such great substance material, and they have amazing movies, and they have an amazing 90s anime, and they still can't do it right. It's so weird to me. Like, I don't know why they do that, but I'm just thinking it's the curse of Berserk, you know, because everything bad happens to Guts. I mean, the creator even died, so it's like Guts will never truly get that redemption that he's seeking. And I don't know why, it's really sad because it sort of says that you should never give up trying, even if you never attain the thing that you're trying to get. But no, that show was seriously messed up. I mean, I hate to say it, but sometimes anime glamorizes sexual assault and R-word. Sometimes they lean into the no means yes culture, and it's really good that animes kind of showcase, no, this is really bad, and it could really mess up somebody's head. I mean, take Casca, for example. So my 3rd favorite anime. Okay, so I just finished the ending to the show, and people are like, I can't believe you're like 2-3 years late to the ending of the show. And I gotta say it because the ending was just so fire. Attack on Titan. Listen, I don't care what anybody says about the ending. The one thing that pissed me off, spoiler, I did not like the kiss scene. But I thought, like, all in all, even though I didn't like it, I loved the ending because it kind of gave you everything that you wanted without giving it all. You know what I mean? This is the most realistic thing that would have happened. Like, it kind of made sense. Like, of course he wouldn't get that perfect love story because his mission didn't include Mikasa in it. But one thing I loved about Attack on Titan and its writing is that, what's his name? Isayama. So apparently he knew the story of the entire show and manga before he even started writing. And I think that this was such a good idea because in the first scenes, the first panels, and the first scenes of the show, he foreshadows like some of the midpoints of the show. And that I just thought that that was so genius. It's one of those things because it makes sense, right? Eren is in this time loop. So when you are rewatching the show, it's like you're Eren. It's like you're in the time loop. Like you already know what's going to happen and you're getting these flashes and these memories and like everything just starts to piece itself in when you start rewatching the show. It's one of those shows where it's like you're giving it rewatchability because you're sprinkling in little things, dropping this bomb at the end. You know, there's so much information, dropping this bomb at the end, and then when you go back to watch, it's like, yo, like they've been actually teasing this entire time. Like it's actually ridiculous. When generations of trauma get passed down, the original reason why all of that started starts to get so lost. It's like no one even knows why we're doing this. And I think the really big comparison that you draw from it, how war becomes so destructive despite people not even understanding why they're doing it in the first place. I think the story is just so amazing. Like Attack on Titan really did their big one, and because I just finished it recently, because you know when the show started I think I was 12 years old. I'm 23. If y'all were there from season 1, you know that season 1 took a 4-year break to release season 2. Attack on Titan is giving you so much information, so much lore. So when you're taking these year breaks, by the time you get to the new season, you totally done forgot everything. So now like that I'm rewatching Attack on Titan again and watching it straight through, it's just so well written. It makes these other anime look so stupid. It makes them look so stupid. So my second favorite anime of all time is Hunter x Hunter. So I love Hunter x Hunter, specifically the Chimera Ant arc, but I do like the way that the show is designed, and I like Nen. I feel like Nen kind of sets the precedent for other animes to draw from. The thing about Nen is like you can kind of combine multiple things, right? So then it starts to become super broken. Nen, it was like you can combine multiple paths and then get like more broken stuff just depending on like what you focus in on or what genetics that you have. From the other power scaling systems that I know from other anime, they're usually not multi-dimensional. They're just kind of one level. I, for one, thought that the characters were so good. The music is so good. I mean, like, let's talk about Hisoka's theme. That's one of my favorite themes in anime. Like, oh my gosh. It's kind of whimsical, but then it's also kind of crazy. I just really love the character design. There's a lot of people that get cosplayed from Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is like you're navigating through the story of Gaunt trying to find his dad, okay? Throughout trying to find his dad, he builds real connections with people, and he is faced with the question of, is someone close to me, is their life worth more than someone else's just because they're close to me? And that sort of question does, I don't know, like when you start to ask questions like that, it's like, what really makes you more special than someone else? It's because you're going against me. That's what I really liked about Chimera Ant arc, because it places the importance of there being a dangerous aspect to placing your life is more valuable as someone else's just because they go against you in certain ways. So anyway, my favorite anime of all time is is School Rumble. Now you're probably like, what the heck? How is it School Rumble? Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. School Rumble is a rom-com anime, and you know, rom-com used to be like super big. You know, there was a time where in the Western side, rom-coms used to be really big in America, you know, or on High School Host Club, stuff like that. So it was really rare that certain rom-coms got animated and there was a dub, and they fleshed out 2 seasons of the show. Like that was very odd. School Rumble is just this rom-com about this guy who I think his name is Harima. He falls in love with this girl because of this incident that they had, but the girl gets into an accident, doesn't remember ever meeting him. The thing about this anime that I really like is usually most of the time when it comes to Japanese humor, it's very punny. Sarcasm is not really a big thing in Japan. And because of that, humor sometimes doesn't connect with Americans. You know, we have sometimes really dry humor, very sarcastic humor. But that's the thing I like about School Rumble, is because they had a lot of humor that I feel like connected well with American humor. On top of that, you know how One Punch Man is a satire based off of shonen anime? School Rumble is satire based off of shoujo anime. Like, the entire anime is just kind of, I feel like, poking fun at themes and ideas that other animes do, like all the tropes that they do. And that's why I really enjoy it a lot. So the same reason why people really, really love One Punch Man is why I like School Rumble. But I don't know, I mean, there's so many animes so good. Like, I love JoJo, I love Kaguya-sama, Love is War, I love Death Note. There's just so many good things out there, but these are the animes that stuck with me. As someone who's been watching anime for well over 10 years, the development of anime is crazy to see. I don't know, like, watching Demon Slayer, especially in theaters, I was like, dude, like, we've really taken it super far. I remember people used to have an issue, like, drawing chins or hands, and it's just, it's really amazing how, like, far we've gotten with animation. When you look at Demon Slayer, when you look at Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like, wow, we're entering a new era, and it's just looking, it's looking pretty good. Now, I need them to bring some really nasty, dark themes, like in Berserk and Gaunt, but I'm gonna give them some time. Well, guys, let me know what you think about my top 5 list, and also drop your top 5 in the comments below, and I'll let you know if it's, like, valid or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check me out on twitch.tv/AshleyLol, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
2000 Radio.